What is up, YouTube? James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of the Singles Battle Spot series. Today, we'll be finishing up this Mega Altaria team. If you haven't checked out the previous episode, highly recommend go checking it out. Of course, if you do want to use the team alongside me, the QR code will be linked in the description down below. But we are using Mega Altaria, Tapu Lele, Tyranitar, Landorus Fairy, Rotom Wash, and Ferrothorn. So, we never brought Tyranitar or Tapu Lele, because honestly, I feel like they're so situational. They're really so situational. It's like, I don't feel like there's any room to bring it. So, although we didn't go that great, well, we went 1-2 in the last episode. I felt like that episode I played pretty well overall. Just made like one mistake in game 2, and then game 3 it was like really hard to win that matchup based on what I led. But overall, I felt like to be honest, I really liked how I played in the last episode, and hopefully get to keep up, and hopefully maybe just pick up some more wins, because honestly I'm kind of sick of going even. But I do know that this is what it's going to take for me to learn this format, because this is a really weird transition from VGC as well as 6v6, and 3v3 is a totally different ball game from any other Pokemon I've really played. So 1520 rated player from Japan to kick things off. Tyranitar, Escadrille, Salamence, Lele, Suicune, and Naganadel. This could honestly go as a VGC team. This could honestly be a VGC team. I like the same mons. I like Landorus. I like Rotom. I like Pharaoh. I don't see a reason not to bring those Pokemon. Salamence is gonna be annoying. I guess that is. But like, okay, what do I lead here? I think I lead Landorus on your Tyranitar. The Tyranitar is actually pretty good in this matchup. I'm just not sure about the Escadrille. I think I lead Landorus. I go Rotom, Pharaoh in the back. Lele is not gonna help. Altaria's doesn't really do that great in this matchup. And Tyranitar, yeah, we're not bringing it. So again, it's gonna be these three mons, and I feel like they probably are the most consistent mons on this team, to be honest. I could technically bring the Altaria. Altaria could do some work. It's just not in this game. Against Sand, against Lele, against Naganadel, it'd be really tough to find a place for Altaria to come in. So Tapu Lele is actually going to lead for my opponent, which is really interesting. I think I want to go Pharaoh, then double back into... Okay. It's Scarf Lele. We do confirm that for a fact. So, since it's Scarf Lele, are you going to Focus Blast him for fire immediately? I feel like I can't lose Landorus in this matchup, so I will go hard Pharaoh. And I think just click Leaf Seed. Yeah. I think that's the play always. So we're going to go Pharaoh. As Psychic's just going to come out. Okay. So Scarf Lele is interesting. That does a good amount. Doesn't do too much. I get to fire off a Leech Seed here, right? Yeah. Leech Seed seems pretty solid. If you Psychic again, no big deal. Gyro Ball's not really a problem. Because we're going to see Naganadel. Okay. So this is a big threat I am kind of worried about, but I feel like I am okay because... Who's your last? I think Salamence is your last. You're not bringing Tyranitar or Escadrille in this, I think. Alright, so Naganadel could fire off a Fire-type move. Could Nasty Plot up. I don't want to Protect, obviously. I think I want to go hard Landorus. I think if you're Naganadel, you're going to either Nasty Plot or you're going to throw off a Fire attack. And I feel Landorus might be able to live another one after the Leech Seed recovery, and I do want to throw off a U-turn. Flamethrower going to come out. Okay, that's definitely not going to 2 a KO after Leech Seed recovery. Oh, it's Life from Naganadel too. Okay. So I get the Leech Seed recovery really, really solid here. Really solid here. And I think I'm just going to U-turn. I'm going to U-turn out into Rotom on the Salamence, because I think Salamence would come in if you're my opponent. Because I don't think you want me to Earthquake knock out Naganadel. It's a huge answer to Pharaoh that you might lose. So I think you would switch out. If my opponent stays in, really good play. Although that's really risky. Yeah, it's not Naganadel is going to switch out into Suicune. My opponent's entire team is grounded. Okay. The only big answer... Oh, do I want to go Rotom or do I want to go Pharaoh? I think I go Rotom and click Specs Thunderbolt. So I'm gonna go Rotom here. Do I want to click Thunderbolt or Specs Volt Switch? I think Thunderbolt because I don't think Specs Thunderbolt. I Specs Volt Switch KOs. I don't even think Specs. To be honest, this is the only thing stopping me from clicking Earthquake really. So I'm just gonna Thunderbolt. I don't think Volt Switch is worth it. And Specs T-Bolt should knock out Suicune, and even if we switch out, somebody's taking a lot of damage. Yeah, Naganadel. That's pretty much your one big answer to Pharaoh, so this is gonna do a massive amount. Thunderbolt. Oh yeah. And 2 Life Orb hits gets it, so I think the play is to go out in Pharaoh and then double back in a Rotom. Yeah, I think that's the play. I like it. What'd you nasty plot up though? I guess that's the question. You're gonna actually double out Naganadel onto Lele? Oh, very nice. I don't want HP Fire being a thing. Is it worth scouting for? Yes, it is. Do you click Focus Blast immediately? Focus Blast doesn't KO me. Is it worth just clicking Gyro Ball? Because I love a Focus Blast. I don't know if you're hitting Power Fire, but you might be. I'm going to scout for it. I'm going to go Rotom. Rotom should take 2 Focus Blast, and then I can Volt Switch. So, yeah, this is definitely the play. Suicune took a bit of chip, which is nice because Scarf Earthquake might be able to sweep my opponent. This is... Ah, oh, man. I'm so used to just going on Showdown and clicking this because it's like really fast, but I have to, like, it's kind of weird in my position as Lele is going to switch out into Suicune. Oh, that's perfect. Specs Thunderbolt. So, I don't know what Suicune did though. Well, I guess maybe my opponent's expecting a Gyro Ball. I get to go into Rotom. I get to click. Honestly, I could go for Thunderbolt. I could also Volt Switch. I'm just gonna click Thunderbolt. I don't see a reason not to click Thunderbolt. Should be able to knock out Suicune unless you're AV. Which you're not. So I do get rid of Suicune. Very nice. That's one thing that could take a hit from my Landorus. Let's see what are you gonna drop out? Naganadel? Tapu Lele. If he catches me with a hidden Power Fire, that's bad. I should live 1 Psychic and I should just be able to get a Thunderbolt off. Yeah, it's just a Psychic, okay. So I'll definitely take this. Yeah. Not well, but I'll take it. Thunderbolt. In a Lele. Good damage. Do you expect me to double in the Pharaoh and double in the Naganadel? I feel like I need to predict right now. It's a 50-50. Do you stay in with Tapu Lele? Oh man, this is a tough one. I think the play is to go Pharaoh always, but you might go in the Naganadel. Do you make that double? You don't. Okay. That's game. Or at least yeah, it should be, because you only have 2 Life Orb hits. Okay. So we get to go Pharaoh on the Psychic. Okay, so that could have been close, because if he went Naganadel, I had like no switch-ins. I had absolutely no switch-ins. So I might have lost there if he doubled in the Naganadel. Well, if he did, I think I have to go Lando and hope I live a Flamethrower, but if he predicts that, could have been really bad. I'm just going to Gyro Ball, knock out the Lele, as he's just going to fire for Psychic. Okay. Pharaoh gonna eat that, no berry, but Gyro Ball gonna be able to pick up the knockout onto Tapu Lele. Then I just Gyro Ball into the Naganadel. Or do I switch into Rotom? Let's see. He only has 2 hits of Life Orb remaining. Yeah, he can't win no matter what. And I don't think I'm not sure if Rotom would actually live. I'm just gonna Gyro Ball. He can't win the game anyway because of the fact that he only has 2 Life Orb hits remaining. I hope I didn't mess this up. He should get a Beast Boost of speed. Pharaoh gets knocked out. Beast Boost gonna activate, gonna be speed, yep. Yeah, he doesn't live another one. Perfect. Does Naganadel, I don't think, does it get Roost? I don't think it does. Only problem is if it has Roost. I'm gonna, well, Specs HPIs might still knock out Naganadel anyway. I'll go for HPIs here. As let's see what Naganadel is going to do. This is going to be a forfeit for my opponent. That's going to be a good game. So, Yeah, luckily, leading with Landers allowed me to confirm it with Scarf Lele right away, and then like a safe switch into Pharaoh. My opponent was probably just always going to click Sagi turn 1. I don't think you need to make a hard read aggressively turn 1, which is why I felt Pharaoh was a good play. Leech Seed I thought was a good play for me because it caught Salamence, and then the double in the Landers. Doubling Landers out into Rotom Wash ended up being really well with the U-turn play, because I honestly thought Salamence was in the back to stop like a Landers sweep, but it looked like it was going to be the Suicune instead, and that U-turn bit of chip damage probably guaranteed the fundable KO. So really, really nice. Pretty sure it's like max HP, max defense Suicune. That's, if it was probably like Crowcoon or something. Calm Mind Rest. I don't know what other sets. I've seen Miracode and I've seen like Miracode stuff. As we find a 1496 radio player from Japan as our next opponent, with Escadrille, Salamence, Charizard, Tapu Koko, aegislash, and Hippowdon. Okay, Rotom Wash, Landorus, Pharaoh. I just can't find a game where I can justify bringing Lele. Like, Lele's not getting this matchup. I can't justify bringing Altaria, really, because of the Escadrille, plus the Koko, plus Ment is going to really harm it. Well, it does kind of wall Charizard, I guess. Charizard's actually a tough switch in. Oh, aegislash is going to be a hard mon to deal with in general, too. I think I need to bring these three again. Can we play something like this similarly? I feel like we played something similar to this. Aegislash is the problem. Aegislash is 100% a problem. I might be inclined to just click Specs Hydro Pump twice and hope I connect both and knock it out. We saw that in, I think, last episode. Yeah, it was last episode, where leftover sub aegislash just gave me so many problems. But it was with Scarf Kartana, so not the biggest of deals. As Hippowdon's gonna lead. Specs Hydro Pump might be able to knock out Hippowdon. I think some do run specially defensive, so yeah, we'll see. I have no reason not to click Specs Hydro Pump because my opponent really doesn't have a good switch in the Specs Hydro Pump. Not even Salamence is a good switch in. So I'll go for the Specs Hydro Pump. And I connect. Wow. Amazing. So this Hippowdon is all washed up. Rotom putting in somewhere, gain that KO turn 1. Very nice. Very nice, Rotom. Very nice. Let's see who's coming out. If it's Charizard, might be a problem. There's Charizard, I think I go hard Landorus on the Solar Beam. Or potentially Dragon Dance. It's hard Salamence, okay. How much do I need Pharaoh again? Not really. Like, I just need Pharaoh to pivot, really, in case I got, yeah. Like, I only need to pivot. I'm gonna go Pharaoh. Because I need Rotom alive because Rotom's such a big threat. I need to weaken the Ments to put in Specs fundable range, so I'll just keep Gyro Balling. I'm not going to Leech Seed again because of what happened last time with the sub. And yeah, I looked a bit more at the QR code teams, and a lot of Salamances actually run sub Dragon Dance, sub Roost. So I feel like the play is to always Gyro Ball. Do you sub here? No, you're going to immediately Dragon Dance. Okay. So an immediate Dragon Dance is going to come out from the Salamence. Completely okay. Take a bit of sand damage. I Gyro Ball here. If you want to double edge your return, that's gonna get you some damage. As we're gonna see the Dragon Dance again. Okay. So I could have cursed right there. Curse honestly would have been a good play, but I wasn't sure my opponent was gonna make that play. Maybe Curse was the better play. I was just worried about my opponent getting a sub up. I guess the question is, I'm not sure +2 return or frustration knocks me out. We'll find out. You're gonna Roost, but like, okay. I kind of wish I cursed now, but like, it doesn't matter too much. If you're gonna Roost again, I'm gonna Curse up and then Gyro Ball. Yeah, because honestly, you're not recovering too much, so I'm just gonna Gyro Ball. He's gonna Dragon Dance again. Doesn't that make my... I don't know if that changes my base power with Gyro Ball. Does it? It'd be really nice if it does. Gyro Ball. No, it doesn't. It looks like I reached the maximum already. Okay, so you have to... Okay, I get a curse up. As you're gonna go for Roost. You're Dragon Dance Roost. I'm guessing Earthquake, Return, Double Edge, something like that. So I'm gonna curse up. I honestly think I'm gonna Leech Seed here. Yeah, I'm gonna Leech Seed. Maybe I played this a bit too fast. Curse would have been better overall. I'll say I'm thinking of Gyro Balling again because I would KO the Salamence. You know what? I'm gonna Gyro Ball. This +1 is gonna be beneficial. Do I survive this? Let's find out. Oh, I don't know if that mattered, but that stings so much. Oh, come on. Alright. So if it's Double Edge, it has to go for another attack. I'm gonna go in a Rotom. If he goes for Double Edge again, he knocks himself out. I'm gonna go for Specs HP Ice. For sure. Specs HP Ice should knock out Salamence. Even I don't know, this is a bulky man, so I can't tell if I'll be able to KO after Roost. This is the last turn of Sandstorm too, so I don't get any revenge shit, but my opponent's not going to be able to... Okay, I hope HP Ice actually picks with a knockout. If I did live... I'm not sure if I lived +2. Maybe the crit didn't matter, but like, if I did, that was so big. Yeah, we're doing about the same. So, he's eventually going to have to go for Double Edge because he doesn't have enough Roost to stall me out. Rotom should probably drop. Might be recovering little by little. But I'm getting chances to crit, so I guess it's not too bad. Specs HP Ice. I kind of wish I Leech Seeded first. I think I wish I Leech Seed first instead of like... Or Cursed Up first. Maybe I should have Cursed Up. Immediately, as we're gonna just keep seeing the Roost. Okay. Maybe Curse was a good play to begin with, and then I start going for Gyro Balls. I think that was better. Yeah, he's healing a bit more, so... I'm getting chances to crit, and it's only like a slight sliver. So, come on. My opponent's just gonna keep roosting. How many roosts does he have? 10? Maybe PP maxed them. Oh boy. We might be here for a while, because he's been roosting a lot. That was like the 8th time? As he's just gonna finally fire out the Double Edge, just as KO Rotom. Yeah, so I'm gonna hope that Landers can 1v1 whoever's in the back. Coco, I beat. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Luckily, Hippowdon's gone. Because Hippowdon's one of the Pokemon that can 1v1. Escadrille. Oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Okay. So, Scarf Landers versus Escadrille. If this is a fast Escadrille with Iron Head, he can win. I'm hoping not. Scarf Earthquake. I hope I didn't miss an air balloon text bubble because that would be bad. Again, Earthquake off. I should be able to knock out Escadrille. Yeah, and that's good game. So, whew, okay. We're winning now. We're winning now. Very, very nice. So, the Pharaoh play, I felt like I could have played better with the Pharaoh. Although, in the end game, I felt like it was going to come down to like Landers versus the last mon. And me getting rid of Hippowdon turn 1 was absolutely huge. Just getting rid of Hippowdon was absolutely huge. But I feel like Pharaoh was definitely something I could have played better. I think Cursing Up was better immediately. And like, yeah, I think Cursing Up was better immediately. Or going for Leech Seed because the Leech Seed would have drained the Salamence to where HP Ice would have knocked it out without the Roost. So finally we're picking up some wins. And yeah, let us see what the last battle will be. So, as we find a 1576 rated player from Japan, let's see what team you're bringing. You're going to be bringing the Metagross, Tapu Koko, Greninja, Landisfarian, Rotom Heat, Mimikyu. I hate Rotom Heat after the last episode. I absolutely despise it now. Tyranitar. Is it worth bringing Tyranitar in this game just for the Rotom Heat? Not really. Is it worth leaving my Landorus? Potentially? I think Landorus, Rotom, and Pharaoh in that order is actually pretty good. Oh man. I'm not bringing Altaria, I'm not bringing Leyland, I'm not bringing Tyranitar, but I can't see matches where Altaria is good. This team, like, it could be alright if it wasn't for the Metagross and the Greninja. Because those two Pokemon are problematic. Ice Beam does a lot. I mean, I could play for an endgame if Altaria, but the problem is I like Landorus a lot. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with these. Scarf Landorus just does so well against my opponent's team. I feel like Rotom Wash helps with the Rotom Heat as well, so it's a good switch into Greninja. And Pharaoh's just a good overall for like Metagross and stuff. So let's see what's gonna happen in this game. This is going to be the last one, and an interesting one should be. It comes down to what my opponent decides to do. It's going to be Landorus lead, because I don't want like Rotom Heat to lead, and I want to fire a Stone Edge if that thing leads. Metagross is going to lead. Interesting. So Intimidate going to be blocked by Clear Body. Yeah, so Rotom was honestly I like Landorus more than Rotom. I think I'm just going to U-turn out right away, go out into my Pharaoh on the Ice Punch, and then I think I'm going to double out my Pharaoh into Landorus again, because I want to see if my opponent goes into Rotom Heat, as well as Scout for Hammer on my Metagross. So I think that's going to be the beginning of my game plan. U-turn also puts Metagross in chip range for Earthquake, and with a critical hit, that definitely does. But I'm pretty sure U-turn plus Iron Bibes honestly got it anyway. So we go Pharaoh on the Ice Punch. Iron Barbs. That really didn't do too much. I don't think Hammer Arm knocks me out. Do I want to go for Leech Seed instead? I honestly just want to go back into Landorus. I feel like Landorus is just a safe call, and Barry could be handy on Pharaoh later, as we're going to see Metagross double out, and I'm pretty sure that's Rotom Heat. Yep. So I could Leech Seed off, but I'd rather click Stone Edge and get rid of this Rotom. This Rotom is like, I hate this Rotom. This Rotom is something I hate with a passion. After the last episode. So, Stone Edge, let's go. Please connect onto the Rotom Heat. If Metagross doubles, I'm going to always double into Pharaoh. Although he might double back into Rotom Heat. I don't know, there are a lot of plays my opponent could make here. Maybe I go Rotom Wash as the safe mid-ground? Yes, connect Stone Edge, baby. Does a lot, doesn't put him in sub-range. Oh, it's Z-move. It's Firium. Oh, it's a different set. That's gonna hurt. That is gonna hurt. So it's Inferno Overdrive on this Rotom. That probably knocks me out. I was a bit impatient. Alright, so we saw the Z-move Rotom Heat this time. Rotom is always my play, but the question is, what do I want to do after? Do I want to Hydro Pump? Do I want to Thunderbolt? Or do I want to go for a Volt Switch? I think Volt Switch loses me the game. I think Hydro Pump is always my play? Question mark? Does Thunderbolt knock out Metagross at its range? Let me see the Rotom special attack stat. It might. Honestly, I'm thinking Thunderbolt is optimal play here, so I will go for Thunderbolt. It should knock out Rotom, and I don't have to risk hitting Hydro Pumps. You should always switch out Rotom. Sack Metagross, I think. Metagross doesn't do much. I would sack Metagross if your Mimikyu's in the back. Oh, wow. I get the KO on Rotom. Yeah, Specs Thunderbolt. I outspeed his Rotom too. That was a slow Z-move Rotom. Which is interesting because I thought the Z-moves run faster. Okay. So I get rid of his Rotom. Metagross is going to come back out. I don't know. Ice Punch was really weak. I don't know if Hammer Arm knocks me out, but we're going to find out. I think I always go my Pharaoh and Leech Seed. Let's see. You just sent Headbutts too. Okay. Hammer Arm might knock me out afterward. Maybe the play is to have Rotom take it? Okay, I think I know the play. I think I go Rotom. Is this the play? I think it is. I'm gonna double out into Rotom on a Hammer Arm potentially. Metagross is gonna withdraw. In a Mimikyu. Oh, what? That was not the play I was expecting. Okay, this works out though. So I get Rotom in. Honestly, I would have liked a Gyro Ball more, but at this point I can Volt Switch back into my Pharaoh. As yeah, you're gonna set up a Swords Dance. Oh, don't tell me this is all up pummeling and Gyro Ball was the play or Leech Seed was the play. But Gyro Ball would have been the play then. Honestly, thought they carried Hammer Arm. Okay. Are you all up pummeling? Are we gonna lose to all out pummeling Mimikyu again? I still don't know what move it is because like I'm recording this. Well, I didn't actually look it up. I didn't look it up. I forgot. So wait, you can't be all out pummeling. You used to. Okay. What move are you? What move are you? If you're just Sash, we're good because I'll definitely live a Shadow Claw. He's gonna Swords Dance again. Isn't that fine? Because then Gyro Ball puts him in Sash range or I KO him? Yeah. I think my opponent expected Leech Seed or something. Okay. Wow. Well then again, yeah, you needed +4 to KO me most likely. I'm not even sure +4 knocked me out. Metagross gonna come out. Leech Seed is my play, I guess. Doesn't really matter. I think Rotom wins the game. As long as I don't get flinched. My opponent's going to forfeit, so I'm guessing you don't have a move. Maybe you go for Ice Punch, but I do have a Berry case. I think you need to have Ice Punch. You go for a low roll. You get the... I think you need to get the Freeze. Then you try to Ice Punch again. Hope you get a high roll. Puts me... knocks out my Pharaoh. Then you flinch or crit the Rotom. If that was the case, what I would do was... I go out into my Pharaoh. Pharaoh gets frozen. I double out into Rotom. Then I double out into Pharaoh. Hope he goes for Zen Headbutt. And then hope I get the berry back. And then he loses because of Iron Barbs. But 3 wins. 3 wins in today's episode of Singles Battle Spot. Wow. Alright. So the Mega Altaria team, ending on a good note. We didn't get to use Altaria since the first episode. I'm very disappointed. But there weren't matchups I could bring it to, really. I felt like those 3 Pokemon were the most solid. So unfortunately, Mega Altaria not going to be showing its face for a while. I might look for another Mega Altaria QR code team in the future, but we're going to hang this team up. It did pretty well. Thank you all for tuning in today's episode of Singles Battle Spot. If you do want to go and like this button, please leave a like down below. It shows your support for Singles Battle Spot. And tell me down in the comment section down below that you want to see more Singles Battle Spot. And if you are enjoying the series, let me know in the comment section down below. And in the description, you can check out this QR code team if you want to try it out for yourself, as well as feel free to check out my other stuff on the channel, as well as follow me on my social medias and all that good stuff. But otherwise, thank you all for tuning in, and I will catch you on another video. Have a great day, people. See you around soon.